So what did I tell all you Barou fans? This man went from the king of Ubers right back to being king of the jungle. Yo, what's going on everybody? It's Animasu, as always, bringing you guys another weekly chapter review. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys an in-depth analysis, some theories, and my opinions on chapter 226 of Blue Lock. If you guys enjoy these types of videos, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, comment on my videos, and even join the community Discord if that interests you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and please enjoy the video. So chapter 226 puts us right back into the mix, only seconds after Snuffy's previous clear of Yukimiya's pass. With the master landing back down doing his Spider-Man impression, Isagi is just standing from behind him, staring over in confusion. The cleared ball from Snuffy just ends up right back in the Uber's possession, as we then see Abudi trap the ball with his chest, with Lorenzo, Nico, and Snuffy all being shown donning some very intense expressions. The Ubers have once again swung the momentum back their way. As the Ubers player Abudi then sends off a high forward pass, the field suddenly diluted into just chaos, with Nico and Drago hitting the dash upfield. Poor Ness and Raichi are left behind, having no time to react. Now Isagi on the other hand is pissed right now, as he himself is chasing after all of this. Just after they very narrowly gained possession and had gained a bit of momentum, the Ubers have once again stolen the ball back, meaning only bad news for BM. As we then see Nico trapping the ball from the earlier pass, the Ubers are now once again prepared to execute. With their multi-faced and highly coordinated counter on the move, the Italian players are running full speed ahead. One thing I noticed here though, is apparently Nico's twin brother has decided to join the Ubers as well. I don't really know what's going on with that, but let's drop some comments praying for bro's hand to recover soon. With Isagi still sprinting into position, he's trying to figure out how to stop this awful outcome. Instead of breaking it all down though, he knows that he needs to just get back to defend while figuring it out on the fly. As we then see Nico sending off a pass, Isagi is listing off all of the Uber strong suits in his head. Transitioning, possession, counterattacking. Our man is painfully aware of their skills after being foiled by them so many times. The thing is though, until Snuffy himself intervened there, Isagi's strategies and imagination clearly surpassed all of theirs, as he once again begins to Detroit become puzzle mid-game. Thinking back to the previous play, he realizes sure and clear that if Yuki would have properly passed, he would have scored there. As Snuffy's header clearance plays back in his head, Isagi is confident that he could have shot before the master's arrival. The thing is, however, Isagi cannot baby himself here. The concept of what if or almost shouldn't mean shit to a true mastermind. In one of Isagi's most detailed and amazing panels, our man knows that the only detail that mattered was his lack of scoring. As a striker, all that should matter are results. Scoring. Although his plan with Yukimiya was flawless, it turned out to not matter at all. If I can't prove results at this level, then all of those ideas were just fucking garbage. I mean, the development, dear god, our main man Isagi has evolved into a goal-thirsty demon. We then get another amazing panel from him as he continues to sprint upfield, with only one thought in mind. If he isn't happy with the way things are going, then the solution is simple. Produce. Isagi will steal the ball here and now and showcase his ideas to the entire world. With the chapter then continuing back into the action, we watch as Nico takes a single leap forward, while passing the ball back towards Lorenzo and Kaiser. Now as to be expected, Lorenzo has Bastard Munchen's ace on lock as he redirects the pass right over to Aiku. With the next scene being Aiku passing it right back, it seems as though Lorenzo has just used him as an anchor here as he was putting distance between him and Kaiser. With Raichi screaming out that their defense isn't set yet, Lorenzo begins to sprint up the field here along Drago and Barou as well. Poor Gagamaru over here is just watching all of this unfold in horror, because he literally just got them the ball back with a super amazing save. Now Isagi on the other hand is still just thinking on murder mode, because he is still fully confident that he's gonna crush them with his enhanced eyes and brain. Nico's open, our backline's too high, we still have Noah, it's coming, right now, Lorenzo's over there. Everything is going through Isagi's head at light speed as he can finally sense it coming with his metavision. The final pass. Just as he predicted, we watch as Lorenzo shoots off yet another pass, with its destination being all too familiar. The king himself, Barou. Chopping the ball with his inner calf, Barou looks very concerned here, probably in fear of this man right here. Isagi is entranced into this play, watching very closely to all of the Uber's tactics. Just try and score, king. Now in possession of the ball, we witness Barou just barreling up the field, with lightning all around and chaos slowly ensuing. With 7 total players being all clumped up, Gagamaru is gauging the situation as best as he can, however it's no easy task. Compared to before, the situation is even more chaotic and unpredictable, with players like Nico sprinting into position, Kaiser and Lorenzo dueling, and Bastion Munchen players defending as best as they can. Gagamaru is stressing out here. He can't seem to find any opportunities to figure out their timing, and just as he's saying this, we even see the fraudulent king himself pulling back his leg in preparation. This isn't the only person we see here, however, because with a quick view of Barou's right, an entranced Isagi is tracking him even closer now. Isagi and Barou fans alike are eating good this chapter because of how many A1 panels our beloved mangaka cooked. Anyways, with Isagi's assessment of the situation being done, he was just barely able to make it in time, to the point where he believes that Barou cannot shoot here. Being able to read all of their movements, Isagi will not allow the king to once again score. As the situation continues to unfold in slow-mo time due to Isagi's monologuing, he mentions that their tactics may be spot on, but they did come with a cost. For the Ubers, the idea of winning has cost them something very important. Without this piece, Isagi is confident that these strategies of Snuffy's will prevent them all from becoming the world's best. Their individuality. As Isagi explains in quotes here, all you guys are doing is mindlessly executing Snuffy's tactics. Basically, this man just called them all some worthless pawns. With both Aiku and Lorenzo cheering on for their king to score, Isagi continues to break down the flaws of all that Snuffy has built. Due to them all playing in a preset way to achieve the predetermined outcome, all of the Ubers players have lost their individuality. As we see Isagi preparing to make his move, his final words here are even more brutal than before, targeting the Lone King himself. I can't believe that you'd be tamed so easily. You, becoming the world's #1 striker? Don't make me laugh. Committing to his move here, Isagi puts his all into leaping into a slide tackle, to once again shut down this false king that he's facing. I mean, even while sliding in, this kid is still throwing disrespect left and right, by saying that Barou has developed into nothing more than a boring and pathetic player. Locking eyes with Barou, however, this predator eye is staring directly into his soul, as the most unexpected thing happens. The king stops the ball directly in place, leaving Isagi just staring in confusion as he's sliding away. Instead of committing to the shot as per usual, Barou had instead baited Isagi, taking advantage of his expectations and countering them with a cutback. Now this seems to not be part of the Uber's plan, as the trio of Lorenzo, Aiku, and Nico all gasp in surprise because they were expecting a shot out of Barou as per usual. Isagi on the other hand is just laying there on the ground, super confused with how Barou outread his metavision with that cutback. Hey Snuffy. As the king calls this out with his face all shadowed, we all know what's coming next, as I predicted this, woo! With both Snuffy and Raichi staring along in confusion, Barou makes a comment to his master, voicing his dissatisfaction here and now. If he would have shot as Snuffy instructed him to do there, the little shit, as he refers to Isagi, would have blocked it easily. As Snuffy stares along worried and confused, Barou continues on, asking him how much longer will he be embarrassed by those he views as imbeciles. Still sitting on the ground looking up at Barou, Isagi notes that his playstyle has once again completely changed. Not only did he deviate from his team's plans, but he was also aware and reading Isagi's movements. Just then though, Barou once again continues on, asking Snuffy if that's not what he said before. If you go along with my plan, you'll become the king. But if you play accordingly to my tactics and fail, then it's my responsibility. Now Snuffy is obviously confused as hell by this, as he points out to Barou that he's literally earned a 100 million worth because of him, so what could he be dissatisfied about? This moment, however, just proves to me that Snuffy does not know Barou's ball, because he should know this answer. This is the 4th time. The 4th time that Isagi has blocked my shot. Yeah, that's bro's problem. Not that he isn't scoring, but because Isagi motherfucking Yoichi is embarrassing him. Now anyways, then posting up in one of the hardest panels of Barou known to man, the king decides that 4 is enough. Enough to terminate his agreement that he and Snuffy previously made. Now once again, this statement leaves everybody confused as hell, as Snuffy, Lorenzo, and Isagi are just staring along in awe. Going into the flow state while bearing his predator eye, Barou says the final magic words to seal the deal. I've had enough. I quit this lazy job. With that, Barou's ego is once again untamed and on the loose, bringing us back to King of the Jungle instead of Snuffy's tamed lion. How will the field, both ally and teammate alike, react to this sudden irregularity? Well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait for chapter 227, boys, which holds the title of Scales to the Future. In my opinion, I'm expecting this to be a chapter full of Barou and Isagi parallels, as we get to witness the true King of the Jungle back in action. My theory video on this upcoming chapter should release sometime this Thursday or Friday, so if you'd like to be included in that, make sure to drop your theories down below in the comment section. Anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you enjoy any of my content at all, please be sure to check that you're subscribed to the channel, commenting on my videos, and even join the community Discord if that interests you. Thank you all so much for watching, and please, have an amazing day.